There are schools and hospitals and roads across the country that are built thanks to the work that you do right here. And millions of Canadians fuel their vehicles with energy products from this region.
After a tense town hall in Edmonton 2 weeks ago, the Alberta Next panel headed north to the oil and gas hub of Fort McMurray. Although no topic was directly about resource development, some speakers used their time to agree with taking more control out of Ottawa's hands.
Why are we still putting our hope in cooperative solutions that clearly don't deliver and are out of our control when the real leverage and perhaps the only path to meaningful results comes from a sovereign Alberta?
When can we get out of the CPP and go with an APP?
Okay. I think we have the best premier and who fights for us and who's aggressive and candidly has, you know, the biggest balls of all the premiers in all of Canada. So one more round of applause for Danielle.
Fort Mac was not all love for the Premier. Similar to other town halls, speakers wanted to talk directly to Danielle Smith on issues like healthcare and education.
I look at the argument that Quebec could do better with their resources, with their funding, and could we not also do better, not waste money on Tylenol from Turkey, not waste money on coal.
I would be in favor of us collecting our own taxes here in Alberta. However, that is with the caveat that any of that money that is brought in and that is being distributed is going directly into healthcare and education.
There should not be 37 students in any of those classes. Second is that once you take that number, sure, it may pay for a teacher and an aide. Who's paying for the principal, the secretary, the counselor, the heat, the lights, the technology, and everything else that goes into the school?
It's not Alberta Next, ma'am. Like, I'm trying my best, but it's got nothing to do with it.
Let me linkage. Let me do a linkage. Alberta, year after year, has $20 to $25 billion that is siphoned out of our system to go to Ottawa so that it can be spent mostly in Quebec, but also in other places that vote Liberal. You don't think we might be able to do a little bit more on social spending if those $20 to $25 billion stayed here? You don't think we'd be able to cut taxes a bit if those $20 to $25 billion stayed here? It is $5,000 per Albertan that every single year gets transferred out of this province for political reasons.
Fort McMurray was only the first out of 2 stops for the Alberta Next panel in more northern communities. Grand Prairie is not happening until September, but the next one is in the border city of Lloydminster on Wednesday. Reporting from Edmonton, James Dunn, City News.